Pioneer's DEH-X6900BT has a full Pandora interface built right in that'll operate through your iPhone. Even though your particular in-dash receiver may or may not have a CD slot across the top like this one, the on-screen and button operation is identical for the following Pioneer models: MVH-X580BS, DEH-X6800BS, DEH-X6900BT, DEH-X7800BHS, DEH-X8800BHS. But before we get started with Pandora, let's check a couple of settings on the in-dash receiver to make sure we're all set up and ready to go. I have the AM/FM radio on right now, but I want to switch the receiver off. So I'm going to press and hold the source key for a couple of seconds. Now that'll switch it off, but I still have the clock on the screen, and that's fine. I'm going to press in on the volume control, and I want to go to the System menu and press Enter. And here I want to roll along until I find my Phone Connection menu. Here's Phone Connection. Under Phone Connection, I have two choices, iPhone or Android phone. Now in this case, I'm going to connect an iPhone so I can play Pandora. So I want to choose iPhone, and under the connection type, I have two choices, either Bluetooth or a wired connection. I'm going to show you how to do both the Bluetooth and the wired connection here. We are going to start off wireless or through Bluetooth. So we'll press Enter there, and that's all we need to do. Now I'm going to press the source and go back out to the radio. Now on my phone, before I start driving, I'm going to fire up Pandora. And I'm going to switch to the Pandora source. So when I see Pandora and Pioneer on the screen of my phone, I know I have two-way communication between the in-dash receiver and the phone. So the system begins to play a track, and I can skip to the next song by touching the arrow keys. And if I don't like this song, I could give it a thumbs down, but I like this one, so I'll use button number 1 to give it a thumbs up. I have my play and pause button on, or play and pause function on button number 4. And I have Pandora Station Creation on buttons number 5 and 6. And this means that if I like this artist or I like this track, I can create a new station in my Pandora account on my phone just by touching buttons 5 or 6. So I like this one, so we'll touch in on the button, and that will create a new station on my phone and switch to that station. I can change the information that's displayed on the screen by touching the display button. If I want to browse the stations in my Pandora account, touch the magnifying glass. That brings up my station list, and I can scroll through my stations here. Want to choose a different station, just press in on the volume control. I'll touch the magnifying glass again, and I can sort my stations by date or alphabetically. Now let's show you how to do the same thing with the phone plugged in through USB. I'm going to switch the head unit off, so I'm just going to press and hold the source key for a couple of seconds here. That'll switch the head unit off, and I want to touch the volume control and to go to the System menu. There's System, and I want my Phone Connection menu. So under Phone Connection menu, again, I want iPhone because I'm connecting this phone, but instead of connecting through Bluetooth, this time I want to make a wired connection. So we'll press Enter there. Now that's all I need to do. I'm going to switch the phone on to the radio, switch the head unit on to the radio, and I'm going to plug my phone in through USB. The system automatically switches to Pandora and begins to play the track. When I see Pioneer and Pandora on the screen, I know I have two-way communication. And I have the great benefit of charging my phone when it's plugged in.